Hey guys, this is GamerCow. Welcome back to another Pokemon Violet's Wonderlocke episode. This time, as you can see, we're in the polar biome because I think Drayton is the one I have the clearest plan against. So he is who we will be facing next. A couple of things just before we start. You'll see there's extra Pokemon here. They don't have nicknames because they are ones I had to catch from the Terrarium itself. The only one that's different is, the brilliantly named Ellie the Electabuzz. I couldn't think of anything better, I'll be honest. Here's a shiny one that we can finally use for stuff now, right? So we have access to that, but all of them otherwise are in the box here. These are our actual versions. If any of these ones somehow die during the trial, then these would also go, but yeah, it just needed to get extra ones so that we'd be able to actually do the fights. Now, I do have these EV, the Breloom and the Sourcebuck over here. Sourcebuck was kind of convenient because it is pretty useful for the fights that we're about to do. And this one's got Sap Sipper, the one I'm going to fight with here's got Chlorophyll. It doesn't really make any difference, to be honest. I haven't got a full moveset for this thing yet, it's just the EVs which are set there. And yeah, the Breloom, which I looked up the name for, is actually a Korean boy band singer. Sorry for not knowing the language stuff very well. But yeah, just max speed, max attack. I can use the Focus Sash in order to make sure this thing should survive a turn. And that Mach Punch is devastatingly powerful, so if it comes up, it's going to be really, really good. So, let's proceed to Drayton's trial. Now, all of these you are supposed to pay 50 BP for, but Drayton is a little bit different on that front. Because he's like, whoa, heads up, I'm getting in for free. How about that? And the rules say, just charge it to my account. Yeah, so he's given us another 50 BP for the stuff here. Makes you wonder, how does he get this BP? Because he's clearly too lazy to do anything, right? You know, from what we've seen so far. How does he even get it? Anyways, Majesty of the Polar Court, which is basically the same as every other one. It's just colder here. Uh-huh. Yeah, you wouldn't normally think a Dragon-type user would want to be in an ice environment, but then again, that sort of thing did happen in the Unova region, which is, you know, where these guys come from, so yeah. Terrarium only battles is the catch here. They have to be caught living wild in the terrarium, and you have to be the one who caught them. Living wild in the terrarium is the bit that I didn't quite get the first time around, because it was like the Whimsicott and the Rotom that I used on my initial team were from Terra Raids. They weren't. I think one was traded in. The other one was from Terra Raids, and the Terra Raid thing also didn't count. So yeah, you've got to use ones that you have caught in this place, which was what I was so worried about, especially for most of the game, because we really didn't have like any Pokemon to use for this. But thankfully, as the surprise trade stuff has gone on, especially the later ones, we managed to pick up a lot of Pokemon that were usable for this stuff. So yeah, these are relatively simple battles. They are actually lower level. They're very pun-filled, as all the stuff is here. So yeah, but they're lower level, so we don't have to be quite as stringent with being like level 77, etc. for these to work out. So as you can see, we have the fossils to begin with here. These are version exclusive actually, so it's kind of funny seeing them both on the same team, but yeah. Honleech is going to easily take care of the Rampardos, that's not a problem. Thankfully, because it means that Head Smash is not a thing that we have to be concerned about. And Muddy Water is actually going to miss this time. That is a bit of a shame, but it's a Bastiodon. It has basically no attack stat to speak of, so I think we should be completely okay. The real issue would be if it decided to... I'm just going to Ice Beam, I think, for the accuracy here. Because high horsepower brings it down to sturdy, and then Ice Beam guarantees the KO. The real issue would be if it could do Metal Burst. And thankfully it's not going to get a chance to do that, so we're a-okay with this outcome. So yeah, first one down, not really a problem as you can see. Each one has got their own separate types to run with, so we will have the next one being ice-based and the last one being electric. So we will swap there. I think Tentacruel can obviously just stay in as is. It should be quite fine here. So we'll deal with this one as we are. And then yeah, the last one being Iono flavored is kind of funny, but we just need to bring our grass types in for that one and it will be completely fine. Yep, so Dewgong and Sandslash. The Dewgong should go down very easily to the Thunderbolt here, and we will Muddy Water the Sandslash. Hopefully it hits this time, obviously, that would be the nice thing. Muddy Water is not a move I like to use, but I also don't want to use Surf in doubles, right? So, and the only other option really is Hydro Pump on this thing. So, yeah. Luckily, the Sandslash doesn't have Slush Rush. Rad Slush Rush Earthquake, that could have been a little bit dangerous, right? You could have also put Fake Out on the Dewgong, so there could have been ways of making that harder, but it's supposed to just be Pokemon that were caught in the wild here, right? The Slush Rush would have made sense, but the Dewgong having Fake Out, it is an egg move, so it probably wouldn't make sense for one that's caught in the wild to have that. So yeah, I don't really blame them for not zap pew pew. This guy. I mean, you've got to be that kind of crazy to be an Iono fan, am I right? So Ray over here, very fitting name as well, sending out Zebstrika and the Magnezone, so we can just go Flamethrower and High Horsepower. High Horsepower, luckily not missing here as well, so that's obviously helpful. Taking that out in one go. And then, again, Sturdy gets used here, which is sort of irritating, but it's not that big of a deal, to be completely honest with you. Don't get the burn, that's completely fine. Try Attack is not really going to do very much, so we are free to just go ahead and Horn Leech and take him out of here. Yeah. So long as you have the ground coverage as well, is really not like much of an issue in these fights. Like 5 of the 6 Pokemon you go against are weak to ground, so if you have that as coverage, you're pretty much fine. So yeah. And there we go. That was electrifying, alright. Indeed it was. Indeed it was. So yeah, makes 1, 2, 3, makes all of them. Ha ha ha. The Elite Trial is Elite Complete. I could have used the Amulet Coin if I wanted a little bit of extra money there as well, to be honest, but it's not that big of a deal, so it's kind of whatever. Retreat on the double. And I'm like, bye! Yeah, they're nice. Great people for sure. So, yeah, with that done, we get to go straight to the main course, but we do need to change our team again first, because we're using the same thing. Yep, we will definitely take a sec to change things up, because otherwise we're gonna get destroyed. And also, I have a pretty set game plan to deal with this one. So we'll shift that over there, bring these in here, and then we'll put you in the corner. So we have all the items and stuff set as well, just making sure that is fine, because these guys have got their own separate items that could have been useful, but no. We will go in that, and the game plan is simple. Don't let things attack. That's pretty much it. Don't let them attack, and we will make this work out. I could have taught Draining Kiss to Comfey. That's the only thing I maybe could have done that's a bit different here. But I still want Protect, I think, because Comfey gets targeted relatively often, and I want to make sure that it's accessible for me. So yeah, it's counting us to conquer the whole league, so we can defeat Kieran, I guess, is the thing. Because that'll clearly fix everything in the club, right? 100% trace to tooth. Yeah, okay. Sure, let's get this going. Oh, I'll show you a time, alright. Just don't miss. That's the only thing we need to see. So, Dragonite Flygon is the opener here. Excuse me, throat is deciding to be really uncooperative right now. Not very good for recording. Anyway, yeah, the goal: kill everything on the non-Dragonite side, and also set up Tailwind because the Dragonite has it as well. We don't want him to outspeed us, and basically Population Bomb is enough to KO just about everything on this team, outside of exactly the finale Pokemon, the Archaludon, and that we have to swap out and do something else with. But if we take out everything else beforehand, we will be totally fine. So we set up our Tailwind here. The Dragonite doesn't have like stab coverage or anything. Ice Spinner is about the best that it's got. As you can see, it does an okay amount of damage, but you know what it doesn't do? It doesn't do more than 50%, which means we can just heal past it, is the idea here. So a Population Bomb on Haxorus. Haxorus does have a Focus Sash, so you do have to use a multi-hit move to one-shot it, but that's completely fine. We'll just go ahead and do that. That's what Population Bomb is good for. Unlike the Rotom, for example, there's no Rocky Helmet in this fight. So long as you don't miss with these, and it is a 1% chance with the wide lens to miss on every go, right? So long as you don't miss, then we're just going to KO it every single time, and it's going to be fine. Dragonite now sets up the Tailwind. This might be troublesome later, because there will be a turn where we are double, where it's like we both have Tailwind set up, but we should be okay. And now, with that done, we can actually attack this turn, which is pretty good. Yeah, our our jolly nature on the Mousehold makes it faster than the Sceptile here. Sceptile's got Weakness Policy and Unburden, which is super interesting, but yeah, it's obviously going to go down to that. It also has Dragon Cheer to raise the crit rate of the partner Dragon Pokemon. It's like coaching, but focus energy instead. We'll break the Dragonite's multi-scale here, because we do eventually want... That's a crit as well. We do eventually want to get it hit down, so we will Dazzle since we have a turn here. That was beautiful. Yep. Certainly can do. And yep, Ice Spinner coming on back in. Once again, this time hitting the Comfey. So yeah, Comfey does draw a decent bit of aggro in here, but as you can see, the damage is not that great. So it's not like the Dragonite has a flying attack or something, because Dragonite can't get like the Wing Beat or whatever. This is the one that we absolutely need to kill this turn, because if Kingdra gets a chance to set up Rain Dance, we are in a lot of trouble. So yeah, we do have to take it out, but again, we are so powerful that so long as we don't miss, we will kill it. It takes all the hits, but we do take it down. And that is absolutely huge, because now it means that we do not have to worry about Rain Dance being set up. And Rain Dance would be the gigantic issue here, because our Archaludon works really well in the rain, and also Kingdra's got Swift Swim and Light Hurricane. So this is the one potential problem turn, because we do have the unfortunate thing that we are under his Tailwind and not our own. So there is the potential to get like KO'd here. So I think we should just double protect is the thing for this one. Now watch this dragon's blood boil! Yeah, so he loses his steel typing, does become a little bit easier to hit, but at the same time, we're still a bit awkward. The one thing I'm worried about here is if he goes for Electro Shots. Because then, like, this is the obvious double protect him, we kind of have to do this. I know the AI won't know to do it that way around, but I'm hoping the goal is just Flash Cannon on the Comfey, is the thing here. Yep, E-Speed coming on in, doesn't do anything to the Mousehold, that is fine. And then Flash Cannon on the Comfey? Yeah. Okay, so that's good, because he can't charge up for Electroshot now and hit me on the turn I'm not protecting, because Electroshot is basically Meteor Beam, but 100% accurate electric type thing. And now Mousehold doesn't get one shot by any, I'm pretty sure it doesn't get one shot by any of the attacks on the Archaludon, so we can safely swap out into, honestly, I think Flavio should be fine here. It's the resist for Flash Cannon, and I think it should be good to just take the hit. The worry, I mean, maybe there is a one-shot here. The worry, oh, especially with a double up. The worry now is that Mousehold might go down to Dragon Pulse this turn. That's my one concern. And if it does, that is very unfortunate because I would like to keep Mousehold available, but it has done a great service to us here. It is going for Dragon Pulse. Is this a double up? Yeah, it has to be, doesn't it? Yeah, sorry, Mousehold. Yeah, it kind of had to be the double up because the Comfey is immune to it, so we do lose it. That's a shame because it did do a very, very good job here, but it is what it is. There's just no way around it. Let's go for the Espaffer here, I think. Because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, see, it's got an Assault Vest, so that doesn't exactly help here, but I'm pretty sure we could just go Light Screen and Dazzling Gleam. And we'll be okay here, because then it shouldn't KO us with Dragon Pulse at all. Excuse me! Especially not if it goes for Arm first, so that's fine. And then, yeah, Dazzle does a fair bit, which is good. And from there, we can just go Lumina Crash and Dazzle again. Yeah, kind of a shame to have lost them on to this, but hey, it happens. I mean, technically we're getting a replacement, but yeah, the one worry would be no crit. Okay, that was the concern. It's like, is it gonna crit us here and make me lose another one? No. So if it did go for Dragon Pulse on the Espaffer last turn, I would have swapped out the Espaffer, because I think the screens are still potentially really good here. So, yep, we do have to sacrifice one. I don't know if I necessarily had to, but it would have forced a double switch. And I don't think I would have been comfortable switching a Zoomerol in there. So, it's tough. I think I maybe could have saved the Mousehold, but the only way that it died was if they doubled up on, you know, both Dragon Pulse and Extreme Speed. And it had to be Extreme Speed, because if it wasn't that, then it would have died before, like, Dragonite would have been KO'd before it got a chance to move. So, yeah. Anyway, he doesn't have the TM with him because, of course, he doesn't. So, hut hut hut, as he goes and gets one. So, yeah, he's back. 2 down. Yep, certainly are crushing it. So, we get ourselves Dragon Cheer, which, like I said, is focus energy for your partner, but it's only focus energy if it's on a Dragon type. You get 1 stage of crit bonus if you're not a Dragon type. So, yeah. Hello, Kieran. Yeah, things are going decently well. We've had 1 loss, but nothing too severe, right? Scoping out the competition. I mean, again, I think... the evil smile. I think it would have been very good to have kept the Mousehold around, but... oh well. I mean, it took out 4 or 5 Pokemon there, so I can't really fault it. Just a shame in the end. You would think that with Comfey being such a threat that the Flash Cannon would have gone in that slot. That's the thing, right? Like, I know it did the turn prior, but you would have thought that Flash Cannon still would have been attacking the Comfey there, because it would have gotten the KO. But I guess they were like, Drayton was like, nah, I'm going to double up on this thing now, and that's going to be that. So, as it happens, that is just the way it is. So, yeah. Oh well, we knew there were going to be sacrifices going into this. That is the way of the land. So, we'll just have to move on, and even though we have lost our family of mice, we will persist on. You did the wrong save file again, didn't I? I sure did. I keep doing that. Again, it's a default, it's muscle memory from having the reverse switch for like 7 years, right? Is you just default muscle memory is like you've got to change the profile as you go forward. So we gotta get one more encounter before we wrap up here. I know this one is definitely on the shorter side, but trust me, the remaining battles are going to be a decent bit longer, so I kind of need to keep this one in check. So yeah, each of the remaining members are going to be quite powerful to deal with. So yeah, let's just leave it at that for now and trade away this deer so we can see what we get as a replacement encounter. Your services were well and truly, appreciated, Mousehold. You were a staunch ally, but that's okay because we'll get something else that's cool and awesome, and we can do some fun stuff with it. And it is none of those things. It's a Skiddo. Alright, you know what? That's fair. All of the grass types all of a sudden is kind of weird, isn't it? But I don't think we genuinely need this at all. But hey, it is what it is. It's a Terra Raid one. That's kind of funny, I suppose. But yeah, Skiddo is not like Go-Go is not exactly that good. So I don't think we'll be using it. Although one thing I will say in its potential quote-unquote favor, I want to see if it has any way of boosting its like special defense or something, because grass types are not terrible for taking on Terrapagos just by what it has in its moveset. So if it's got a strong enough special defense that it'd be able to like take it on, maybe it could come to the finale. But for now, it's going to stay in the box. I'm not even going to bother setting up for the next one because I don't think it's good enough right now. That's just that. But now though, thank you very much for watching. This has been Gamer Cow playing the Pokemon Violet's Wonderlocke. Next time, we'll take on one of the other two. I'm not really sure which one yet because I don't know which one I feel like doing. But we will see next time.